go through the court system, but it is very clear in talking to the staff and officers in the San Diego Police Department that the information that was received didn't work up through the system. That part of what we're talking about with the supervisor's training specifically is to build a system that captures that information and allows us to take quicker action. It was a problem in the case.
Yes, Chief, you said that this wasn't new, that you saw the issue and the problem coming. What were the signs that set this off that you began to start this new program?
We saw an increase in the number of officers going for the wellness program, asking for assistance and help, and we saw the beginnings of some misconduct that we thought was indicative of some of the stress that they deal with, and we put some systems in place. One of which was our ethics training that's currently going through the police department for everybody in the organization. The other is looking at our discipline manual, reorganizing that, or looking at the use of force that we have in the San Diego Police Department, making sure we're using best practices.
Thanks. Chief, a couple of years ago, I was stalked by a former attorney, and when I tried to make a police report, the officers refused because I was tape recording it, and I was so they left. And I was incensed with that, so I had a meeting with you. You probably don't remember, and you said you supported that. So I went to the city council and I said, I don't think it's right that the police officers cannot take a criminal report if someone's taping them, and blank stares all around. So would you address that issue, please? Because I think the public has a right to make a report and tape record the report that they're trying to make if it's a criminal
Public
report.
has a right to videotape and to record, but I'll talk to you offline because there's some other issues in your case. So I'm happy to do that offline.
Thank you. The follow-up is, well, all these are people that are within the department. Don't you think it's time for a civilian review board?
We have a civilian review board. The director of that board, Danelle Scarborough, is here, and she's certainly able to answer your question.
Thank you.
Please.
Chief, over the past couple of years, you've had a lot of people retire from the force to take advantage of like the drop program before it changed. I know you've had some police officers leave through, I don't know, layoffs or whatever. Are you worried that that has contributed to this situation, that there might be less resources, less people for these officers to look up to because they're not here anymore?
It's another great question. We're down about 300 police officers as I speak to you today, about 140 civilian positions within the San Diego Police Department. It certainly has an effect. I'm not any longer asking them to do more with less. I'm asking them to do less with less in the process. We haven't had an academy in about 8 months. We're going to start one after July. That's 25, but I lose about 5 officers a month right now. So there's a real attrition problem within the San Diego Police Department as we rebuild it.
But when you look at these figures and the individuals who are under police misconduct or under some sort of criminal investigation, these are veteran officers. We're not talking about 1 or 2 years on the force. We're talking anywhere from 10 to 25 years. So the question, I heard her question, I guess the question begs, this isn't just your rookie cops. These are seasoned officers. How do you deal with this?
It is seasoned officers, and they're officers with good records in the San Diego Police Department. The way we deal with it is to put a comprehensive program. It's here in front of you. I've given a copy of that, and those are the steps we're going to take to address it. Working in a big city like San Diego, I will get to it. I got it. Working in a big city like San Diego or across the country, it's a demanding job. We handle more calls than anyone else in the immediate area, almost anyone else, with the exception of the sheriff's office. But what you're seeing here in the city of San Diego is I talked to Chuck Ramsey in Philadelphia, or I talked to John Diaz in Seattle, large cities. They're seeing an increase of conduct like this, and I believe that we're all doing the right thing, is putting a program together to make sure we address individual issues.